So after All-Star Weekend with Curry and LeBron teaming up, everybody's been talking about Stephen Curry actually going to the Lakers. And after the blowout game the Lakers gave the Warriors last night, maybe Steph's thinking about going there as well. And in today's video, we're going to be seeing what if Steph Curry did play for the LA Lakers. Now, this is the perfect dream scenario here because obviously Steph Curry still has until the end of next year until he's a free agent. So the Warriors would either have to trade Curry to the Lakers or the Lakers would have to wait till free agency to sign him. And by that time, I mean, LeBron's going to be nearly 40 years old. Steph Curry's going to be getting a lot older as well. So there's a few issues with doing that. And then in order to trade Curry, I mean, the Lakers are going to have to give up quite a lot to get Curry on the team. So we're going to throw all that away and just pretend like Steph Curry could just join the Lakers right now. Because I just want to see how good this trio would be. Just the three of LeBron, Curry, and AD. And then the rest of the Lakers is going to be the exact same as well. I mean, this is 2K. You can do stuff like that. So that's exactly what we're going to do. But you see the team right now, LeBron, Curry, Davis, and this is going to compete very well with the Nets duo of Durant, Harden, and Kyrie. I think the Lakers duo of LeBron, Curry, and AD would be quite a bit better than that Nets trio. I think I said duo before, but the trio. And let's just get right into simulation. We're just going to simulate through the season. See how the team does. Maybe they go 82-0. I doubt it. It's next to impossible to go 82-0 in 2K. But let's get right into this. Let's simulate through the season and see what happens. And game number one, they actually lose to the Clippers. So game one, their 82-0 dream is over. We made it to the All-Star draft. Our two captains are going to be LeBron James and Giannis. And let's see if all three Lakers players make it here. And all three do make it, but they are not starting. AD a reserve for Team LeBron and Curry a reserve for Team Giannis. In terms of the Nets trio, we got Harden starting for Team LeBron, Durant starting for Team Giannis, and Kyrie is a reserve for Team Giannis. So in total, I think the Nets duo doing a little bit better right now. The Lakers are 33-13 at this point in the season, second in the conference, second in the NBA for power rank. And let's see if they can finish a little bit better. They went on a huge loss streak here. They lost to a lot of teams. They faced the Nets actually and just got blown out. I mean, Durant and Kyrie going off, but so did AD and Curry. So I don't know. We'll see how they finish. And then, of course, the most important thing, the playoffs. Okay, making it to the end of the season, Joel Embiid going to get an MVP here. He ended with 30-13 on the season. And the Lakers are first in their conference, second for their power rank in the NBA. So I'm thinking the Nets are the only team above them. James Wiseman gets Rookie of the Year without Steph Curry on the team. Looks like he got a shine, 18 points per game. Precious with 6-man, Giannis with Defensive Player, Christian Wood with Most Improved. These are the awards always happen this way. Just normally LaMelo Ball is winning Rookie of the Year. Frank Vogel actually gets Coach of the Year. Interesting, he got that instead of possibly Steve Nash. But checking out our all-NBA teams here, we got LeBron James on the first team. On the second team, we have nobody from the Lakers. And on the third team, we have Stephen Curry as well as AD. And then that's only with one player in Kevin Durant on any of these all-NBA teams, which is a little surprising. But we get all three Lakers players on here. So looking like the trio is working out very well. And on the all-defensive teams, we got AD on the second team. So all in all, pretty good season right here. And we'll check out these NBA standings. So, of course, in the West, it's going to be the Lakers on top with 63 wins. We had the Jazz, Clippers, Pelicans, Nuggets, Blazers, Grizzlies, and Suns all make playoffs. Dallas Mavericks just barely falling out of there. And the worst team is going to be the Rockets. Warriors not doing the greatest without Curry either. And in the East, the top team is actually the 76ers with 59 wins on the season. Raptors and Nets had the same amount of wins somehow. I mean, I love the Raptors, but we ain't doing so hot this season. Also, the Cavs finished with a better record than the Bucks. So I don't know. A little confusing over there in the East. I would love to see the Nets versus Lakers finals matchup though. Let's check out the player stats though for our team. So Steph Curry going to be our lead scorer with 27.7 a game. Then we have LeBron with 23.4 and AD with 21.8. AD with 10.4 rebounds per game. So getting the double-double there. And then LeBron was 0.1 assist off getting the double-double as well. So that kind of sucks. See how they rank in terms of the rest of the NBA. Steph Curry was actually pretty high up here on the points per game. 12th in the league for points per game. AD was 15th for rebounds. LeBron ends up being 3rd in the NBA for assists. AD was 10th for steals. And then AD was also 2nd for blocks, right behind Rudy Gobert. And Steph Curry was 7th in the league for three-point percentage. I think he might have taken the most. No, he took the 3rd most three-pointers per game. The most went to Dame Lillard. But that's their stats right there. And let's just hop in the playoffs. Let's see if this team can go ahead and win an NBA championship. I really want the Nets-Lakers matchup in the finals. We'll see if it happens. Round 1, it's going to be Lakers versus the Suns. So let's simulate game 1. It's going to be a 1-0 lead for the Lakers. And the Suns tied up 1-1. And it's a 2-1 lead for the Suns now. And there we go. Lakers tied up 2-2. And the Lakers take a 3-2 lead. And the Lakers are going to defeat the Phoenix Suns 4-2. I was getting worried there for a second. I thought that the Suns might actually beat them. And then in the East, Nets going to game 7 against the Celtics. And the Nets get eliminated in the first round. So we're not going to be seeing the Lakers versus Nets finals matchup, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. You never know what's going to happen with these 2K simulations. Round number 2, Lakers versus Nuggets. Game 1 goes to the Nuggets. Game 2 goes to the Lakers. Game 3, the Lakers win 2-1 lead now. And the Nuggets tied up 2-2. Lakers take the 3-2 lead. And the Nuggets are going to force a game number 7. And game 7, it's more or less a blowout by the Lakers. They led pretty much the entire game. Or they did lead the entire game. It just wasn't close at all. They end up winning by 14. And the Lakers are going to advance to the Western Conference Finals. How did the Magic get a 4-0 sweep against the Celtics? That's why we needed the Nets to move on. But in the West, it's going to be the Lakers versus the Jazz. Let's see what happens here. Lakers with a 1-0 lead. They take a 2-0 lead. They take a 3-0 lead, and the Jazz get a game here. And there we go. Lakers with the 4-1 victory. Just pretty easy for them. And coming out of the East, we got the Philadelphia 76ers, which is not a bad matchup. This should be pretty interesting. You got the trio of Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Tobias Harris. So let's see what happens here. Game number 1 goes to the 76ers. Game 2, the Lakers tied up 1-1. Game 3, 2-1 lead for the Lakers now. And the Lakers take a 3-1 lead. And the 76ers get a game on them. And the 76ers get another win. So we are headed to a game number 7 here. And game number 7, I wish this was close. I wish we had a close game at the end here. But the Lakers are up by 30 with 2 minutes left in the game. We do still have the trio here. LeBron, AD, and Curry. 76ers get a bucket there. I mean, just look at this trio, though. That would be so sick. LeBron's still the main ball handler, apparently, though. Here's LeBron inside. He draws the foul. And Embiid just got fouled out. And LeBron goes 1 for 2. All right, so they've subbed everybody out for the Lakers. But yeah, just an easy victory here for the Lakers. Finals MVP is going to go to LeBron James. It honestly could have gone to either of the 3 players. I mean, Steph Curry had a chance at winning it. AD had a chance at winning it. But LeBron gets this. He averaged 28 points per game, 9 rebounds, 10.6 assists in the NBA Finals. So he just went off. He also shot amazing from both the field goal and the three-point line. So, I mean, great game for LeBron there. And check this out. In the game number 7, LeBron with 39 and Steph Curry with 36. LeBron with a double-double. I mean, game 1, AD went off with 37. Game 2, Steph Curry goes off. Game 3, it's Curry and LeBron doing amazing. Game 4, LeBron with 26. Game 5, AD with 34. Game 6, it was LeBron with 43, 10, and 7. So, I mean, all of these players ended up having great games. Each of them had, like, their own where they went off. They all did good pretty much every single game. But LeBron, definitely after checking out the box score, he deserved that Finals MVP. The Lakers end up winning this, and it honestly was not as easy as I thought it was going to be. I would have loved to see the matchup between the Nets and the Lakers in the finals, but that didn't happen. But at the end of the day, if Steph Curry went to the Lakers, it's pretty much a guaranteed path to the NBA Finals. And it's just whether or not, I mean, if the Nets get there, Honestly, that would be one of the greatest matchups we've ever seen in NBA history. That's going to be it for this video. Of course, this is just a 2K simulation. Bro, this isn't going to happen in real life, at least not exactly how it happened in game. But this has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Never at ease, I don't know a limit. Chasing a dream, I don't know what sleepers. I got a queen, she lit me to eating. She ripe like a peach and she snapped me to snippet. You well overdue for that link up in person. Text me to fall through a murder, she wrote it. Still up with courage, you're doing a service. Pull up to the crib, I'm equipped with the brush strokes. Cutthroat from the low, when no